Culture Committee meeting to order. Melvana, will you please give the invocation?
Edidadolista, Erogalande Hesi, which is the Heligan Descatino, Nimla Dejostan, Heldido has the Handogilam Stanaha, Neo Osigilan, Nolan his skill, Nido has to you again. Father, we just thank you that we're able to assemble again this morning. We just thank you for all your blessings. I just ask you to be with us throughout this day, guide us and protect us. Give us wisdom and knowledge for the betterment of Turkey Nation. Lord, just guide us. In your name we pray. Amen.
Shelley, will you do roll call for us?
Yes, sir. Cody Poindexter,
Honey.
Uriah Grass, Sasha Black Fox Claus, Danny Callison, Julia Coates, Joe Deere, Kevin Easley, Ashley Grant, Lisa Hall,
Here.
Clifton Hughes, Johnny Kidwell, Darrell Legg, Kendra McGady, Dora Patskowski, Joshua Sam, Melvina Shotpouch, Condessa Teehee.
Honey.
We have a quorum.
All right, thank you, Shelley. I need a motion and a second for the approval of the minutes from the last committee meeting. All in favor? All right, so moved. Moving on to reports with cultural tourism, we have Miss Molly Jarvis.
Good morning. Great to be with y'all this morning. A few updates or just call outs from the report that was submitted. Through January, we've had more than 411 artists participating in all of our programs. That includes the Artist Recovery Act, any public art bids, museum programs, and art shows. So we're very glad to see that number continuing to grow. For the first quarter or up through January, we've welcomed 16,000 guests to our cultural sites. And that number, again, continues to grow and really will kick off the tourism season later on in March through the summer. And then we continue to work on our restoration at Will Rogers Birthplace Ranch with that work expecting to be completed later around the middle of 2026. We continue our work on the Heritage Center planning, and we do expect a groundbreaking late in 2026, so we'll keep you all apprised of that. Our Ani Arts Center in Stillwell renovations are almost complete with a planned opening this summer. And then I do have the Trail of Tears Art Show on my list, but I think our National Treasure Jane is going to talk to us about that when she does her report. And then also wanted to mention that we have spring break next week, so we have scheduled some activities for families in the next week, scavenger hunts and make and take activities. So I think that's all of the report, unless there are any questions.
Any questions for Molly? Councilor Legg?
Molly, would you be the decision maker in deciding like where a gift shop could go? Or influence? I get that. Salisal used to have the Indian store is what it was called, and it was there for 20 or 30 years, and now that it's gone, people will pull in, and they'll be like, where can we go? And there's just not a gift shop at Salisal. I think there's one in Roland off the interstate at the Travel Plaza.
There's a Travel Plaza, but we don't operate anything with that. You know, for a new location, we'd always look at a business case.
Yeah.
And look at the overall tourism strategy and where there are available.
I'm just not talking about knickknacks. I'm talking about where we can have consignment art, authentic type stuff.
Yep.
And just put that out there.
Okay.
Maybe that's something we can.
Yeah, we'll do a business case for that.
Okay, thank you.
Councilor Shotpouch.
I don't know, I might have missed it. Are you having the Watercress Festival this year at Saline?
You know, let me look back. Yes, it should be in the report. Let me make sure.
I must have missed it.
Did we miss it in the report programs and events? Let's see. Oh, it is missing from there. I will get that date and get it to you before the end of the meeting.
All right, thank you.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for that.
All right, any more questions for Molly? Doesn't look like it.
Okay,
All right. Thank you. Moving on to Cherokee Nation Language Department with Mr. Howard Payton.
Son of God, glad to be here. Glad the weather is like how it is. I'll try not to be lengthy as I try to say every time. No, really, I'm just going to. I know, Speaker Kid will always make some sort of comment about, that. No, I'm just joking, Speaker. No, I'm just going to go over a couple things. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. One thing I want to bring to everybody's attention is our team is really working on a land-based cultural type curriculum for our school, and it's just it's amazing how we're utilizing the land, planning the stars, coordinates with our old traditional calendar, and with everyday science, math, and that sort of thing. It's just the group is writing books. We have Cherokee Films that's helping us with animations. It's getting us and then books going with the animations and all of these traditional stories and stuff. And it's just, I don't know if there's a way for me to explain that, of how this is going to affect us for generations, without just getting there and seeing it and touching it, and it's you just walk in and you just know that you're doing right, and so that's something we're working on. And I thank God for that, and I think that this is something that we're doing really well. Saving the Voices and Dictionary Project, as you guys know, that we've done apps that's associated with that. We are working pretty well with time stamping. One thing I know in the report it says we finished with Romans, but I think that by the end of the week we should have time stamped the whole New Testament, which I think will be able to go right into our dictionary. That's 21,000 different nuances of language that will really make that dictionary, hyping that as far as language. Russell Fielding has recorded the whole New Testament. It's something that's we could follow every word, because every word's time stamped, and so that really easily depicts and goes into the dictionary. And if there's a word that's not on the dictionary, that's not currently on the dictionary, then you're able to listen to it and be able to hear that. With different interviews and different things we've done, we have about 1,200 hours of them interviews from Saving Voices, and I think we have about 2,000 hours previous to that. Just the 1,200 hours we're estimating right at maybe 10 million words, something like that. And so when you start trying to transcribe 10 million words or 12 million words or whatever that is, it's really daunting. And so we're in the process of doing that app that works with us. It's an application that we're able to have different onboardings and different things like that. Just to, if we transcribe something, that auto-fills if we already have translated that particular word. I know that there's a difference between translation, the literal translation or the lexicon translation, versus the syntax or sentence translation of meaning. But for the individual lexicon, the individual words, we can do that, and then the meaning of the whole sentence may be different, that we had to have a translator work on. So there's a lot of things going on that is just it's hard to explain, but it's just absolutely cutting edge as far as with culture and as far as with technology and the works that we're working on, that is going to help us for generations. I will follow up with working on a parent app that is that you can follow your child and be able to support them with language at home, with different things as far as reading and that sort of thing, with reading the books or what your child is learning. we can also enforce that with a parent that may not have near the language that's involved. If we have an app that follows up with them, and then we're doing the same thing with baby immersion parent. That will kind of help us even with when somebody is expecting and not knowing exactly what they need to learn for a newborn. And one of the things that we're doing with that, especially with ones that we know we're accepting, we're doing we're looking up a lot of the old names, because we've got some Cherokees that's being named some different things, like running with eagles, with whatever you may say. But we're trying to use wisdom to try to be able to where we look and record different names, and for parents that's really going to be involved with us for years and years and years, that they know there's different naming options and that sort of stuff. So so that coordinates with what we knew as kids and what our grandparents knew. So moving to speaker services, there's 33 active projects. We completed 36, and then there's 9 that are upcoming. I'd be more than happy to try to answer any questions that you may have.
Any questions for Howard? Counselor Callison.
Yeah, Howard, you mentioned projects. Speaker Service still involved in the remodeling of first language speakers' homes or building homes or anything of that sort?
Yes, we're involved. Sometimes we're coordinating with housing authority depending on the size of the job, but we're involved. If it comes to a speaker, we're involved. If there's something, counselor, that I need to do, just give me a call or talk to me after the session today, and we'll. Okay.
Counselor Shotpouch.
Just similar question as Danny did. But one thing is, so it'd probably be the housing authority's answer. They don't have to fill out a new application if they're already approved and they've been waiting all this time for like home improvement.
Yeah, there's chief has worked with us, or administration rather has worked with us to do a universal app, and then if there's problems if there's more information, we either work with them or housing authority works with them. But we're supposed to thread the thread through the needle, you may say. There's different funding opportunities with federal funds, and so especially if we have somebody that is that meets the federal funds already, then let's utilize federal funds, and then we'll use general funds for other things. But so we're using wisdom with it, counselor, but we'll work with them for
All
sure.
right.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Well, hot. Oh,
Was it you? I can't remember. Someone had their hand up down there.
well, hot.
Counselor Graves, sorry.
Thank you, sir. I just had a couple quick questions after this, kind of related to the speaker services, things like that. Some situations in my area I just want to speak with you about after this, if you got some time.
Absolutely.
My man. What up?
Well done.
All right. Any more questions for Mr. Howard? I see none. Great report, sir.
Well done. EJA Legacy. One.
All right. Moving on to community and cultural outreach with Savannah Smith. I don't see her. I see Michelle Bolin.
Good morning. Savannah couldn't be with us today, so if there's any questions, I'm happy to take them back for her.
Are there any questions pertaining to CCO? I have one. Are the cemetery assistance applications still under CCO, or have those moved to natural resources already?
I'm not aware, but let me confirm that they've moved, so but we
Okay.
can confirm.
Okay.
We'll follow up.
All right. Counselor Grant.
So I see Mr. Sean Crittenden out there in the Fourier. I just wanted to say, I know they're their own department now, so I thought he might come in and, but I just wanted to say a big thank you to Sean Crittenden and the Gadoogie Corps team for coming out to North Tulsa on Saturday and showing up and helping us clean up where the tornado hit. That street was pretty tore up, and there's a lot of folks that were in distress, so we appreciate you coming and helping us clean up. Yeah.
Saw you all on the news as well, Sean.
All right, any more questions pertaining to community and culture outreach? Nope, I see none. Thank you, Ms. Shella.
You're welcome.
All right, next up is Cherokee National Treasury Advisory Committee with Ms. Jane Ostie and Donetta Johnson.
Anyway, I just want to start off by saying how grateful I am for all of our art programs, for your supporting us. And we have some news. One of them is that we had one of our national treasures pass this last few weeks. And put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. And we are having a show coming up that I hope all of you will come out and support our artist, and that is the Trail of Tears show, which opens on April 10th. With quite a few of you we see at all of our art shows and openings, but the rest of you would love to see you come out. And on April 18th is the Watercrest Festival. Where is it? Saline Courthouse. And it's been a big success. It's been going on, I think this is about 3 or 4 years. But we have a lot of good artists and demonstrations coming to that. And want to honor Roy Boney. He was a big star this past weekend at the Thunder basketball game. And anyway, we appreciate your continued support for all of our arts. And the visual arts are important. They are our visual historians, just like language is our oral historian. So remember us when you're out and about. Thank you. Any questions?
Are there any questions for Jane? Counselor Hughes.
Okay. The 18th for the Watercrest, the 10th for the Trail of Tears Art Show. And anyway, we just continue on every week. Yesterday I had a class in pottery, and it was 4 generations. My daughter, my granddaughter, and my great-grandson. And 40 or 50 years ago, when our friend Anna Mitchell started doing pottery, she was the first generation. I kind of count myself as second generation with her. But now, in my family, we have 4 generations doing it, so pretty proud of them. Thank you.
Any more questions? Counselor Teehee.
You mentioned that one of our national treasures had passed. Would you mind sharing who that was?
I didn't know her personally, and her name is, oh shoot, let me find it. Cleary, Linda Cleary, McCleary.
Linda McCrary.
McCrary, yeah.
Linda
I wasn't acquainted with her personally, but I believe she's a painter,
Yes.
and she was maybe close to my age, somewhere in there.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Any other
All
questions?
right, any more questions for Jane? I see none.
Thank you.
Great report. Thank you, Jane. All right, old business, none pending. New business, none pending. Counselor Legg.
Cody, I'd like to, I don't know if I need to make a motion but now that Gadoogie Corps is its own thing, maybe we could include them on the reports. I mean, because that's something we're all interested in hearing about, the good stuff y'all are doing, Sean. And congratulations, buddy. Well deserved. I think that the Gadoogie Corps has totally exploded, and what was just an idea has now become such a reality, and you're so helpful for all of us. We appreciate you.
Time out. I
think it comes under community.
I think it would be under community service.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but, old business, none pending, new business, none pending. Are there any announcements pertaining to culture? No, I see none. The next meeting is tentatively scheduled for Monday, April 13th at 11 a.m. I need a motion and a second to adjourn.
Make a motion.
All in favor? Aye. We are adjourned.